And here we are again. Hi, folks. This is the after show for the wonderful 100 subs party, and we've got Matt and Dawn and Nadine and Nutja and Faye and Russ from over from the other chat, and this is another open chat. So listen in if you will, and join in if you want, and away we go.
Lavender,
Crickets.
can I ask a question?
You may ask a question, yes.
May you possibly please wrench me in the chat?
Don't wrench him.
Have I not wrenched you? No, this is not a good thing.
Not.
We need to wrench you.
It's a trap.
Wretched Australian.
Yeah, go ahead.
It is a
Power
trap.
is going to get to his head. He's going to throw everybody from the chat. You don't give Australians power.
4 for 5.
No, they turn into Ken Hams.
Okay, there you are. What we can do is just add a moderator, and you are now wrenched. How do you like that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nacha missed my fun wrenching time earlier.
How did I miss you, Nacha? I don't know.
Nacha was sleeping.
Nacha,
Well,
how could you be asleep?
How did I miss wrenching him? Because we've talked before, haven't we?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's okay. Faye hasn't wrenched me, and a few others haven't wrenched me, like Mac. Bastard.
Shocking.
I'll get those wrenches. I'll get them.
I don't know about this kid.
GI, you've wrenched me, haven't you? I'm pretty sure you wrenched me.
I probably have unwrenched you.
No, don't unwrench me. I'm always good on your streams. I only pick on you.
And I haven't wrenched Sylvia either, but I don't know how good a moderator she would be. She's only worried about Chicky.
Hey, she would be perfect.
Perfect.
Leave it to Matt to come up with the perfect perfect comment. Yeah, Dawn, I think, started that tradition of an after show after a live stream. Did you, Dawn, or do other people did that?
Dawn's who I remember doing it.
I know that there's after shows after non sequitur sometimes. And the Geek Room's done a few, but I think Dawn's the one that really just kind of took it and ran.
Well, Don will do that. He's like that.
I'm crazy like that.
Mm-hmm.
Can I show you guys a tweet I got that I found interesting?
Oh, this ought to be interesting.
I hear a song playing in the background, and it sounds familiar, but it's too quiet for me to pick it. Whoever is listening to music,
it might be me.
What song is it?
It is whatever. It's a song that goes all the way, all the way. I don't know. That's all.
Wow.
Okay. What the heck?
Preaching Tree Man?
What?
Oh, holy hell.
It's whatever HEB has playing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Have you ever seen this guy before, Don?
No. And this isn't a DM or anything. It's just he added me and said truth. And if you that's the picture.
The Epistle of Paul to the Romans. Holy shit, man.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, you get the weirdos, I guess. Well, Nadine, you and I had a couple of the weirdos on the original show.
Mm-hmm.
Happily took care of them very, very nicely.
Yeah, well, I don't put up with shit.
The worst part, I gotta read this now to find out what it says and then tell them why it's wrong.
There you go.
I don't even know why you would share the first couple chapters of Romans. There's like as a minister, I never went to, I think, the first chapter of Romans for anything. It's just living by faith. It just starts it out, but I don't know why you would tweet this to someone. This is just weird.
The equivalent of a street preacher, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
What is the first chapters of Romans say exactly?
Basically, that he wanted to go to Rome, and then that the good people live by faith. That's about it. He really wanted to go to Rome, but he couldn't make it, so he sent him a letter, and he goes that faithful people don't really worry about their own understanding. They just live by faith.
Wow.
Now, this is weird shit, man. Yeshua, Jesus of Nazareth, is my Lord, as he is the great I am, and saves me from the ground. John 3:16, that's not unexpected. Donald Trump is my president as he won. Sure. Now, what is a MAGA arborist? I know what an arborist is, but how does MAGA modify that? I mean, make America, would it make arborists great again or something?
All I got
Make
in my head
America
now
great.
is
What is that, Nutja?
what's that Russian band? Pussy Riot.
I
Their
think that's a
song,
picture of Cat Brony.
Josiah, hi, how you doing?
How's it going?
Little bit this, little bit that, good for me, good for you. What the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah.
We can sort of see you, but your finger's in the way.
Well, yeah. This way, I don't have to actually bother keeping the phone steady.
Yeah.
There
The
you
other
are.
day, Josiah, I was in a chat with you, and I think you were probably on your phone or something because your camera came on for a bit, and I was like, "Oh no, he just doxed himself." But his picture is a picture of himself, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Nice.
Yeah. It's always on a phone, so it's just easier to do it this way, so I don't have to bother with trying to keep the camera steady and on me and all that sort of stuff.
And I'm the one who has to keep it straight about who wants to be public and who doesn't want to be public. I mean, I'm lucky in that I don't have that much to lose.
Speaking of which, Diana, there was a portion of your last stream where someone shared their full name, and I'm not sure that they would have wanted that. They were showing some pictures of some autographs that they had, and it had their full name on it.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
buddy.
That was a relative. That wasn't their name.
That wasn't their name? Okay, good.
Yeah.
That was a
yeah.
relative.
Okay.
I think they've passed already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Demi
just saw
doxed
that.
my first name.
Oh, no. What?
Demi doxed my first name.
Oh,
Oh, no.
It happens. I
it's-
doxed my own first name in my second video.
yeah, same here.
I never hit
Yeah, I
it.
remember that one, not because I was involved in that. Slapped me down.
I'm gonna go look back over here.
Yeah,
How is it
that went real well.
I don't even know your first name, so how is it that I missed this? I've watched all your videos.
Well, there you go.
Um,
I've been all over the place, and obviously there's something you've missed.
Damn
It
it.
was in a live stream and it was in passing. But the thing is that I picked up on it because that name is significant to me.
Is
Yeah,
your
don't
first
go,
name
don't
Snicker
go
Shit?
down the
I'm not
stairs.
going in any detail beyond that.
Is it Snicker Shit?
Yeah.
How did
Dang
you
it,
guess?
so
Okay. I figured that would be a good Australian name, Snicker Shit.
well, my first name is a very, very common one. So even if I dox myself right now with my first name, it's very, very oh, well, that narrows it down to
everyone-
5 million people.
every 2 or 3 people here are named Russ. So, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Like my first name, it doesn't really matter. If people got my last name, then it's 2 people in the U.S.
Your
Yeah.
last
That's
name is
sort of my problem as well.
Well, the thing is my last name also is a very common name. So my name is just all around generic.
So
Your name
okay,
is Russ Fart Nugget?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I got it.
Actually, if I remember the statistics correctly, the most common first name in the world is Muhammad. The most common last name in the world is Chang. So you are Muhammad Chang, right?
How did you? You're a wizard.
Wizard. Woo-loo-loo.
No, that was my thing. When I chose my name back in '97, I changed my last name as well because I think there were a dozen people with my last name in the entire country. So it would not have been difficult to track me down, and I was not out yet. So that that could have been interesting. At this point, I don't give a shit. The world already knows all of my dead name. As a matter of fact, for those of you who don't know, it was Edward Zavartke. So there you go.
Oh my God! Someone doxed Diana.
I mean, heck, when I posted the court order to have my name changed, there were I think 8 variants of my name just to cover everything. So yeah, that's right out there. And as far as those who are left, I think there may be 1 or 2. Jan, hi.
So
Oh my God, that gift though.
There may be 1 or 2 Savartkes in New Jersey. I don't know how they are related, if they are at all. And there are none of the Zavartkes I was afraid of left. They've all died off. So it's like, okay, fine.
I'm sorry, but Mrs. Snarky joined the stream and something popped up. So
Okay.
That's your
There was only
avatar.
something small that popped up, but it was
Did it have anything to do with the sardine can?
That's a small topic.
I thought it was a tuna can.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Get the fish right. They're different
Whatever
smells,
it is,
you know.
it smells fishy.
I try to keep that clean. In fact, that's like what I always say is like we always talk about washing our hands after going pee, but that's probably the cleanest. Like the penis is just the cleanest spot because they wash
Penis
it
is
all the
likely
time.
cleaner than the taps.
Yeah, it's cleaner than the taps.
And we wash our hands after we wee. And if we're a girl before, I don't know.
You know what really like public restrooms freak me out. I am the germ freak that I will take paper towels and use it to turn on the faucets and turn them off and open the doors and all that.
You know what freaks me out?
What?
Parasites that move around in your face.
Oh yeah, there was that story about that lady.
Oh, that was like this. Not even. La 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 la.
Wait a minute. Did I miss something? Can we go into detail here just to freak Nadine out?
Okay. Let me get the article opened up so I can. So yeah, do you want me to screen share maybe?
That'd be good.
Yeah.
What are we sharing? That parasite thingy? Is that what's going on?
I don't know. I figured out why that guy chose that one though.
That's even worse than the guy with the gun. Ah, yes.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yell really loud, or someone text me or something.
Ah! So yeah, this thing was apparently moving around under her skin and her lip, and they had to pull it out.
So is a demon?
Yeah,
pretty
it's a demon. Daraphyllura repens. I can't say that shit. Can anybody pronounce that?
Let's see. Durophilaria repens?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Thought better.
Repens. Yeah.
Anybody want to Google that? Let's see what's
I
going.
can Google it.
Worm
Got
thing's
a-
gone into his arm.
It's got a link, so
It crawled right up to his face. all the way
Okay,
up
here
his
we
arm,
go.
Into his face.
Okay, as I thought, it was a nematode
oh, that's the
transmitted
thing.
by mosquitoes. Although humans may become infected as aberrant hosts, the worms fail to reach adulthood while infecting a human body. Okay, so I guess humans are not the usual host, because I'm seeing aberrant host here. Yeah, that's some weirdness going on there.
Yeah, it is.
More than weirdness.
Are we done?
Horrifying.
Oh,
no! Wow.
Now I'm gonna be nice.
What was that?
I'll
that
pull
was
this.
the face.
I don't even want to know where else they went.
She went to Moscow, and that's where she was bitten by mosquitoes, I suppose, and then yeah.
Ugh. This
Glad to know
is
it's a
why
long
you
ways
should
away.
never go outside.
Yes.
I rarely
Outside
do. I
is
make that a point. So you all set, Jen? So I can pull this down.
Yeah.
Just so
Okay.
you know, everyone that has died has gone outside at some point.
It's safe to look now, Nadine, as long as Jen's not talking.
Are we good yet?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, because I can't. I just can't.
Till somebody puts it back up anyway.
I'm sorry, Nadine.
Just
God, 1 to 2 millimeters in diameter, 25 to 30 centimeters in length. God, those are some serious worms.
Oh,
Why am I still like the only person?
la la la.
you're not.
Oh, I'm not.
No,
That's what it's
Give me a
showing.
hand signal or something when she's done.
we're hopefully done. I'm
We're
really
done.
freaked out.
All done and finished, I hope.
I just cannot even. It's like I could be puking here any second.
The tapeworms. Who wants to talk about tapeworms?
Oh, those are fun.
That's just it's.
Tapeworms.
That doesn't bother me at all.
It's like the spaghetti that comes out of your nose. You just pull it out.
How about eye worms?
Oh yeah, I love those.
Hashtag boot GI.
Fuck off, Island.
Fuck off, Island. We're sick when you need them.
I gotta get him on one of these things. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out in a real hurry. I'm just thinking.
Uh oh. Is that what?
Yeah, that's dangerous. I know.
Is that the smoke I smell?
All bad things start with, I was thinking.
Oh yeah, when I'm thinking, there's trouble.
Yeah, that's definitely troublesome.
So crickets. What else do we have? We're gonna make this the shortest after show in history, right?
Whoa! We could talk about how awesome you are some more because you're amazing.
Yes.
You are.
You better take our compliments, damn it, Aunt Diana.
I guess I'm gonna have to learn how I never saw myself that way. Okay. When you spend your childhood being told that you're a useless piece of shit, it kind of sinks in. If you know what I mean.
I know exactly what
I
you mean.
think I think you've been there, right, Jen?
Yeah.
I can tell you right offhand that the MSB, the guy that the rest of the world called my father, I hate to use that term, he hated me literally from the time I could speak. So the world's a better place without him. I can tell you that much.
Well, the world is much better with you in it.
Yes,
We're the
definitely.
lucky ones, I'm telling
And
you.
Yeah.
Lavender, I didn't have an abusive family home, but I went through years and years of horrific bullying. Like stuff that's called bullying today just doesn't make sense to me. I was literally tortured for 12 years of my life through school.
Yeah.
And so I was the same way, thinking I'm worthless. I'm a piece of shit. No one's going to watch me. No one's going to want to hear what I have to say. And it took me a long time to get out here and onto YouTube. But people do enjoy your stuff. You are truly a treasure on YouTube and a treasure of a person. Um, I absolutely love you, and you will always be family to me.
Well,
Um,
you are my favorite nephew.
well, I adore you, and whatever they told you, it was just bullshit. You are amazing.
Well, danke schön. I mean, I can intellectually comprehend that stuff. Because more and more, as I've been able to contact other family members, my cousin Kathy, the one cousin who still talks to me, and by the way, they didn't like her either, put me in touch with one of his cousins. And I remember Carl from years and years ago, and we happened to be talking. I got in touch with him. We were talking. It floored me when Carl said, your parents, totally stupid assholes. And he was not the first I heard that from. So it seems that they made a reputation for themselves while they were still alive. But, I mean, you look at that and you take it in intellectually. But it's that whole thing from, zero through, okay, I was the stupid one. I put up with their shit for half a century. So, 0 through 50. And, it just leaves that emotional impression on you. And I guess that's one of the reasons I didn't have kids. I never learned how to be a parent. And it takes something very, very special to be a parent. I don't have it. I knew it. And you bake a cake and you screw up the cake. All right. You eat the screwed up cake and you bake another one. Not so with the kid.
Oh, gosh, no.
You can eat a screwed up kid.
And you can make another one. You can make another one right after.
Yeah, well, that's the problem that a lot of people do.
Well, the one thing that I can definitely say is there's one word that I know that I could never use with you, and that's stupid. You are anything but stupid. You are brilliant.
Yep.
Well, I assure you that I can be very stupid because intelligence and stupidity, they are not opposites. I've done some stupid shit in my life.
You and me both.
I've done a lot of stupid stuff, but that doesn't really make you a stupid person. Just means
I get you. I get you.
You are brilliant and a very bright part of our lives.
I am thanking you. I am thanking you very much because you guys are family to me. And you're really the only family I've ever had. Okay, there's Kathy, and there are a couple other people who have been inordinately good to me. But, for example, the folks at NCG Studios, they are some very, very dear people. And they can put up with me. So more power to them.
Are you kidding? They're lucky to have you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all lucky to have you. Seriously.
But thank you. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. I will someday
We'll
comprehend
put it this way. Snarky. We'll put it this way.
Yay!
Look,
That's exactly it.
My favorite niece and the love of my life, right?
How can you have a favorite when there's so many?
Well, Jen is my favorite niece.
Oh,
She picked up. She and Matt started calling me Aunt Diana, and that's always been my problem. I've been everyone's aunt and no one's lover.
Damn you, Jen.
But it's but it is an honor. I mean, to be considered Aunt Diana.
And
I don't know where to go from there.
Mark on the chat says you have enriched his life.
Aww.
Yeah, mine
How
too.
the hell have I done that?
Just
you can
being
consider
you,
me
all
I
of
have no idea how I've done that, but thank you.
Well, Mark's in the chats a lot, so they've been a part of a lot of our fun and our experiences.
I have to look and look at that. Okay, Mark, you have 2 subscribers if you ever get around to making any content.
oh, just an FYI, can we
Say again, dear.
sorry. Can we tweet out Don again?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's get a
Because
share.
I think he needed 6 to 300. And I mean, that's really super close.
Don't worry
Let
about
me
it.
have a look.
Of course we're gonna worry about it.
Of course we're gonna worry about it. Don't listen to that. He's delirious. He has no idea. He's delirious. Don't listen.
I'm gonna tweet out the
Don't
guy that's
listen to
training
him,
him
but
into
share the shit out of him.
currently 4 away.
Right, I am seeing 196. 196.
Mark just completed his point, saying, being a beautiful point of view, it's refreshing to watch you.
Who are they talking about?
Oh, that's too sweet, Mark.
Thank you, thank you. I'm just being me. I don't know what the hell else to be. Worked hard enough to get here. It's weird. It's only in the last couple of years that I've really come into my own.
And this is why you're experiencing this now, Diana, because you are you now, and we love you. That's what makes the difference. We absolutely love you.
No accounting for taste, but thank you.
Besides, you're the bitch that went after Catholic answers.
Yeah, there you go. That's how I made my name, right?
Yeah.
I've got 2 more in the can for them. What I want to be able to do, I don't know how he does it, but I'd like to be where Logic is right now, where he is working on 19 videos simultaneously, and that's literally 19. You see, he posted that in Discord a few days ago. Either that or it was Twitter.
And he does so much research. Like I take the layman approach. Like I give my perspective and my thoughts on things. He takes so much time and researches every single line he says in his videos. It's just, man. I don't know that I could ever get there.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was able to find a way to do this full time, maybe, but that's a lot.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
issue as well. It was a full-time
And
You
I've
know
ta-
what's depressing?
Yes, dear.
One of my favorite YouTubers covers anime, and he had his first live stream the other night. 500 people showed up.
Holy hell, that's great.
He reviews anime. He's
Wow.
got a sickening amount of support and subscribers, but he does really good work. He talks
Hey,
super
Ted.
slow, though.
3 left, Dawn.
Ooh. What?
I tweeted you out, Dawn.
You're 3 away from 200.
All right, let's count
Thank
them
you,
down.
everybody.
Thank you very much, people.
Everybody over there, just give another freaking atheist some subscription love.
Yay! Subscribe. Like. Boot cap.
Boot Cap. If you've ever booted Cap, subscribe to Dawn and Lavender Lady. If you've ever figured that out.
Bunny 2020.
And okay, I'll go ahead and say it. I mean, if you ever have the time and the inclination, come on down to NCG Studios or Kaine de Atake. We do 2 shows on Sunday morning, show on Sunday evening, and a show on Wednesday evening. If it sounds like a church schedule, yeah, it is. Dr. Jones is a beautiful person. I love him dearly. A very, very good linguist, a very accomplished New Testament scholar, and an iconoclast on top of all that. I've learned a great deal from him, and a lot of it's shown up in my videos. He's just something to behold. He's a beautiful man, and I mean, give him some views and some subscription love, because he deserves it by all means. That entire crew does. And yeah, I happen to be a regular there, but don't worry about that.
2 to go, Dawn.
Hey, now we're getting there.
Woohoo!
Before all that though, Diana, you come first.
No, wait a minute. Bunny 2020, what's going on here, Jen?
You don't know about Bunny 2020?
No.
I don't get out of the house much.
My first real big live stream with another channel was on the Non Sequitur show, and I was discussing something with them, and Jen comes in the room and puts bunny ears on me. And then the Bunny 2020 thing started.
So is that where that photo of you with the bunny ears came from?
Yes, that's
okay. Okay. Now everything falls into place.
And it was the people. It was Dawn and the Geek Room and Jen with one end that were pushing her to bring the bunny ears and put them on me. So I hold that grudge against all of you.
Do you still have that gift, Dawn?
Even those of us who weren't there, right?
Yes.
What's that, Jen?
Do you still have that gift?
Which gift?
The gift, the bunny.
Matt and Bunny,
ears.
Oh, that wasn't a gift. That was just just a sequence of images that I was going back and forth on.
Oh, okay.
I can make it a gift.
It should be a gift.
I could also put whiskers on them.
Oh.
This is sounding better every time you open your mouth.
You know, the great thing about Snapchat is that I can put a filter on it and take a picture of the phone or of the TV when you're on my TV, Dawn, and put you in bunny ears just as well.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, that will have the bunny wars.
Send me the money. I'll go buy bunny ears and be in a stream.
As kinky as you are, I'm surprised you don't have bunny ears.
Oh, where's they when you need them? But I got something to show you guys.
Ooh.
Just for when, just Just for when the days that when things get really intense.
Hey.
Wow, now we're talking.
Now I can't read your thoughts because see, I'm a redhead, so I'm a reptilian, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I can't read your thoughts at all.
Well,
right.
and you know it helps. I've got the headphones on, so you can't get through my ear holes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I suppose I'll need to have nose plugs or something too, so you don't get through my nose holes.
Because you have to get through the ear hole.
No.
Very important.
You can see why she's my wife now, right?
Well, the real secret is that the government can go through any hole, and so you have to put tinfoil in all holes.
Well, I've got a tinfoil thingy that I can put on here too. Would that help?
I've got
I'm worried
tinfoil
about
in my butt.
your underwear now. Yeah, I was worried about your underwear now, G-Guy.
Tinfoil underwear. We can do that, right? Or,
Yeah, but you know what? If you shart in tinfoil underwear, you just peel it off and your underwear's clean still.
There you go. Hey, Nutjaw, do you have patterns for that holy underwear that maybe we can make out of tinfoil?
Do I have patterns?
No, it's not. It's the wrong religion.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
Mormons.
That's Mormons, not JWs.
So we need to.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm so sorry.
What did the magic underwear look like?
They are very ugly clothes. they even by underwear standards, they are very ugly. It's
this is where
think
we need,
of
like,
think of like 40s swimwear or 30s or 20s.
Or even before that. I mean, it looks like,
yeah,
like
it's like
really crude long johns, right?
Yeah, bloomer kind of looking things that are really crude and.
Oh my God!
Little House on the Prairie underwear.
Can you imagine Mr. Atheist in that?
Unfortunately, I can.
That's cold.
Be a gift
I'll be right back. I gotta close the door.
Nadine
I have
has
to
to
get
poop.
going because I'm going to do the
Close the door.
Avengers movie spoiler stream.
No spoilers. I'm kidding. I don't care.
Have fun.
I haven't seen it.
That was a quick poop, Nadine.
You didn't wash your hands.
I had to close the door. It was getting cold in here, so I leave the door open for a while because it was too hot in here. So now I'm getting cold.
That's you, where it's winter from August to May, right?
What for me? August to May?
Yeah, your winter starts in August and ends in May, right?
No, the winter doesn't start until about November.
Oh, okay.
But it does end. It's supposed to end in May, but we have really mild winters here, like only just above, maybe just below freezing. But it's this year it's been cold, like really late. Like it's been pretty cold. Like it was last week when it was in the mid-teens Celsius. Like it wasn't even in the mid-teens in Celsius. It was like 9 degrees almost every day here. And
199. Hey.
And then it went from winter to freaking end of summer hot. So
it's got to be that Gulf Stream screwed up.
Yeah. It's been pretty warm here the last few days, and it's like like I said, it went from like 9 to 20 some.
No,
in Celsius.
Give me half a second because I'm going to use this stuff here.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
I'm confused.
Yeah, dentures are so much fun.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we could still hear you. I don't know if you wanted that but
no, that's fine. No,
okay,
you just don't want to see me fooling with my lowers.
Oh, okay.
Every now and then, fooling with my lowers either.
Every now and then I have to reset them.
Make the mistake and spitting them out.
No, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. There's a denture adhesive going, and someday I have to get another set of dentures because these dentures I've had for 21 years. I've had 2 other sets in the meantime. Cracked them both.
Oh my god.
Well,
I must have the bite pressure of a gorilla or something.
I have a I bite down hard.
Mm-hmm.
I grind hard, and I'm like
I
all my back
grind
teeth.
hard. Yeah.
I think Mrs. Snarky's getting a little excited.
There we are. Now we're all set for the next couple of hours.
Speaking of dentures, I had a coworker that was standing beside my desk, and he was talking to me, and I said something that made him laugh.
Oh no!
He laughed, and his dentures flew out and landed on my arm.
Oh wow!
And I was like, "Oh my god!"
Well, at least you were nonchalant about it.
So embarrassing.
Well, I wasn't nonchalant.
Any attention at all.
There was no nonchalant to it. It was, there's dentures on my arm. Ah! And then he grabbed them really fast.
That's just terrible.
I ran to the bathroom and washed my arm.
Oh,
Like my whole arm.
You're terrible. That's hilarious. Sorry.
I couldn't handle it. I was like, ah!
That's just...
What you need, honey, is
It's just
there's the
dentures.
Sylvia.
They can't bite you without somebody's mouth being around them.
No, you need some of this stuff.
Yes. I would have used it if I could.
Oh, for the love of Saint Gulick, I love it. I really, really do. And someday I'm going to take care of that aquarium. Really, I am. Never get around to it. It's been sitting there like that since I moved in here in December, with a couple of inches of water in the bottom, and I have no freaking idea what's growing in there by now.
Oh.
We may be talking nematodes here.
Should GI come and help clean it out for you?
Yeah, there's an idea. Go ahead, Matt.
Not the nematodes.
That's not going to happen. No.
He wants to wash now, and he's on the same stream as this.
Bleaching his brain right now just for thinking of it.
Well, at least it's better than that marshmallow cream, ain't it?
Oh my God. Why?
Sweet revenge.
No, not snow.
Not
My mind is going places that probably are relevant. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the face worm.
Nope.
Nadine,
I'm sorry, I found that interesting.
Wait, Nadine, is there something moving above your right eye?
Oh, no.
Yes. It's this itch that I get every time I talk to you, man. I love you, but I love Miss Snarky more.
Oh, that's okay. Dawn is at 199. One more subscriber for another freaking atheist.
Come on, guys. Come on. We can do this.
If you want Cap booted, Dawn needs to get to 190, 200, and we'll let Cap in just to boot him.
I tell you what, let's boot Cap once for every subscription Dawn gets. He'll be at 500,000 in no time.
Oh my God.
I love you, Cap.
You were a sweetie, Cap.
Oh, Cap says, "Oh, Nadine, Callan, and Mrs. Snarky sitting in a tree. KISSID." At least there's no baby carriages.
Right?
Cap, of course you can join. What the hell do you think? Let me send you a link, because, yeah, this is a new one.
Link to Pornhub.
Right. There you go.
Link to a housewife near him that wants to have sex.
That wants to meet him, yeah.
Oh man, are we talking cougars here or something? I don't know.
Not just
Cap
blinking.
is coming. Cap is on his way. What have you done, Lavender Lady?
Okay, stop the presses. Stop the presses. I just hit 200.
And guess what, Don? I just tweeted out for every subscriber that we get for Don, Cap will be booted once.
All right, so we can boot Cap once.
So he's got to be booted as soon as he gets here.
Cap says, Don, I do not want to see the porn you watch, and I have a girlfriend.
We've already come to the conclusion that you really don't, Cap.
What do we got here? Okay.
I can't mute him, but I can mute him.
We need Lab to boot him.
Yeah. Boot him.
You won't boot me. You love me, Diana.
You said it, Diana. You got to be truthful. You got to boot him at least once.
Oh man, now I'll ask you something. If I boot him, can he come back?
Yes.
No.
You have to let him back in, though.
Then boot him again.
Hey,
he can come back.
Diana, before you boot me, just look at the pony. Look at the cute. You're gonna boot the cute, adorable pony.
Really,
He can
evil
come in
eyes
on
on
the
that
same
pony.
link, right?
Yes.
Yes, he can. Okay, we got it here. Okay, what do we got going?
I don't know if I'm back on.
Honestly,
I have
not
to
100%
find
sure
it for
about that.
fuck's sake. There it is.
I've booted people and I haven't been able to get them back.
Okay, wait now.
So,
No, wait a minute. I've got to boot him from here, not from the side chat, right?
Yeah. If you boot him from the side chat, he'll be.
If you boot him from
He'll
the
still be
hangout,
here,
I don't
yeah.
think he can get back in.
Oh, no?
Say
That
again,
would be
honey?
good. Well,
don't
wait
think
until
he can
towards
get
the end of
back
the
in.
stream and boot him.
No, if he cannot get back in, I will of course
yeah,
not boot him.
I
There's
don't
no good
think
reason
he'll
to
be
do that.
able to because we've had a lot
We
of problems.
you can always wait till the end of the stream and then.
Yeah, then we can do
I'll
it.
boot you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be.
Oh, how generous of you, Cap.
Well, I would like to stick around for this.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if you could rejoin, but if we risk not being able to have you rejoin.
No, that would not be good.
So,
No, we cannot do that to our brownie.
Nacha, the world would like to know, how long have you had blinking powers?
For probably a couple days now, I suppose. Thanks to the Don, another freaking atheist over there. He gave me some cool new little avatar gifts to play around with.
Don made you blink.
Yeah, Don made him blink. He made him get mad too.
Angry.
Well, Don, make me blink. Make my avatar blink.
You're already winking.
That's not in all pictures.
That one eye.
Yeah, I've only got
the
one
picture
eye.
you want to blink, GI.
So we've got Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod going here, right?
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm still tired. I'm gonna take off.
No.
Oh, I see how it is. I join in, and then you decide you want to leave.
Yes, well, since I didn't get my boot cap, I'm gonna go.
That's it, you bail him.
You have that way about yourself,
Boot
Ken.
Nadine.
Boot Nadine.
You have a good night, honey.
Thank you. You guys too.
Love you, darling.
Good
Take
night.
care. Love you dearly.
Night,
Night.
And, I'll see you
night,
guys
wifey.
tomorrow.
Night, wifey.
No,
Love you,
night,
wifey.
happy. I love you.
Wait, did I miss the ceremony?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I did too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Take care, honey.
So Don, congratulations on 200.
Yeah.
Don just hit 200.
So
That's
what's
awesome.
the so what are you gonna do for 200?
He's dyeing his pubes blue.
I don't want to see that.
Hey, they would show it on Sex in the City, I bet. They showed, oh, what's her face when she dyed her bush.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
How many here has watched Sex in the City?
Not me.
I've seen episodes when I used to hang out with girlfriends, but that's it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what you do.
I have not owned a television since what, about 2009, 2010, something like that.
Oh, you watch it on your computer?
Well, I got rid of the television because I had not been turning it on, and I figured, okay, why am I having the cable television and why am I having the television set up if I'm not watching the damn thing? So
I keep it for forensic files.
Yeah.
I mean, I can watch baseball live streamed. I do that MLB.TV thing.
Yeah.
120 a year is a little pricey, but I happen to like a couple of the announcers that you don't get on radio. So, okay.
Yeah. And around here, you know, getting the team I like on radio is damn impossible unless they're playing them. And then I won't even get a favorable announcement of it. I'm going to get, you know, bias for the other team. Just don't get me wrong. I like the local team of the Royals. I just don't get it the Dodgers.
Are you sure we can't boot him and him come back?
Shut up, GI. If you know, GI, the more you poke fun at me, you're forgetting I got Mrs. Snarky coming on in a week. I can ask her all the dirty secrets.
Like there's a lot of secrets that I've kept secret on my.
That's what I said to him. That's what I said. Like, what do you got to get?
He likes butt stuff.
There's not much dirt that you're gonna dig up on me.
You're just gonna dig up a little bit of poop on the end of your finger.
That fingernail completely clipped off, you know?
Oh, nacha. Oh, gross.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not even gonna touch that. Not even with a 10-foot pole.
Cap's a pony, so you got to use your whole arm.
Oh my god.
Well, I'll tell you.
Artificial insemination.
I would not touch
that. I am not a cow. Your species right.
What were you going to say?
I will not touch that with a 39.5-foot pole.
Yeah. Okay, I just got one thing to say.
Yes,
it's not even July. Humbug.
Oh, see, and that's
Christmas
why
in July.
It's Christmas in June.
It's not Christmas time yet. Bah humbug.
It's always Christmas time.
Fuck off, violin.
Oh, Christmas time. That's always just wow. See, I really love Christmas.
Mute Wars.
Hey, you want to hear Christmas time is here.
You are not a chipmunk.
On time for cheer. We've been good, but we can't last. Hurry Christmas, hurry fast. Wanna plane that loops the loop. Me, I wanna hula hoop. You can hardly stand the wait. Please, Christmas, don't be late.
Wow. Actually
Although
impressive.
I will say this though, right now, no, we are not starting a sing-off. We've done that. I've done that once.
My harmonica.
I think it was Jewish.
I used to have a whole bunch of those Alvin and the Chipmunks or David the episodes on VHS.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the ex-wife kept those.
Oh, damn.
There's really no way to get them anymore.
I used to have chipmunks Rock and Roll Chipmunks, I think, is what the tape was called.
Oh no!
Yeah, I had. I had. Fuck you, Don. Fuck you.
Hey,
That was me.
Worse.
we have
What
to
I got.
Murph.
Oh wow.
Oh man!
Yeah, we aren't. Yeah, if you guys all start breaking out a song and you want me to sing, yeah, I'm out of here.
No, no one wants that. No
We
one.
won't even have to.
Thank you.
I want to watch Elmo bend over the Cookie Monster and what the hell is going on?
They're just having a good time, man. Don't judge them.
That's an episode of Sesame Street I never saw.
Elmo has learned about Cookie Monster's tickle spot.
I didn't know that the Cookie Monster liked to be spanked.
That's the only other thing Cookie likes to imbibe, aside from cookies.
I'm down with that.
I gotta take Chico outside. I'll be back.
Okay, hon.
He's got a
Elmo,
You're just
teach
gonna
you
be
how
lame.
baby made.
Monetization? What monetization?
Oh, you lost that when Nacho put that up. I just was
Oh,
giving
hell
the
yeah.
voiceover.
I've lost that for the rest of my life. Come on.
Oh, it's all right.
I
I'll
mean,
never get monetized.
I mean, they
I don't
are
know, I come onto
puppets
a
after
screen, you have
all,
to accept there's
so
no monetization.
I could produce content until I'm 90 and I wouldn't get it.
well, I mean, judging from your looks, Diana, if you have to produce content till you're 90, you got a good 60 years. And yes, I'm butt kissing the host. Yes, I am sucking up to the host.
That's all right,
of course
Cap.
you are.
You're a little bit late on that because
too
we've
sweet.
actually already all
Too
done that
sickeningly
already.
sweet.
I'm late.
What's funny though, I mean, this is actual fact here. A lot of people, I'd say the majority, take me to be somewhere between 45 and 53,
Yeah.
which is amazing to me.
I would have guessed you about 51 if I had to
Okay.
guess. And I know you aren't, though, but yeah, that's
Right.
what I would have guessed you
I
about.
mean, you're 10 years off.
Yeah.
And I just laugh it off and tell them, okay, maybe it's because I never had kids. Because
They
the
do put
women around,
wrinkles on. Yeah.
yeah, the women around here are amazing. You know, you look at somebody and you're thinking, okay, this woman looks about 60, and no, she's 34. And I know in the neighborhood great grandmothers my age.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it amazes the heck out of me. I was waiting in a soup kitchen line one day, and everybody was talking about their kids. And I made the mistake of piping up with, am I the only one in this room who never had kids? Everyone turns to look at me. What?
Yeah.
You never had kids?
I guess I am the only one who never did, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, even one of the guys, oh, I spread my seed everywhere. You know, just like, oh, what? Like that's an accomplishment?
So let me just take a stab in the dark here. So you've never had kids, right? So that tells me that you've had a lot of good sleep.
Yeah, pretty much. Too much in most cases.
Until you started streaming.
Yeah.
Also,
Now you've got all of us kids.
I would also say that you've probably had a much louder sex life in the past.
Right.
What is this sex of which you speak?
What is this foreign thing that you talk of?
As they say in Texas, I used to could.
I used to could.
I mean, seriously, I forget how.
That's why you say I used
I need a few refreshers.
Yeah. Howdy, y'all. I'm from Texas. Frustrated, come on, play nice. Everyone from everywhere, right?
If you're going to do a Texan accent, you got to do it right.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Is that East Texas or West Texas?
East.
Me personally,
Well, you're an
technically,
East rat.
I am a more southeast.
Golf.
Yeah, I'm on the Gulf.
Nah.
Can I give you guys a story of my time in Texas?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Okay, so I was
Does it include butt stuff?
I was a bag boy at a grocery store in Texas, which meant I just bagged groceries and carried it out for people.
Mhm.
I had something else in mind, but that wasn't
but
it. Okay.
no, there was this really sweet old lady that came up, and she only had a couple bags, but she was like, "Listen, son, can you carry these for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can carry them." She goes, "Oh, thank you. I just have the arthritis in my hands, and it just hurts so bad." And I was like, "That's fine. I'll carry it." And she's like, "Oh, you just remind me of my grandson. You are just the sweetest of the sweet." And I'm like, "Oh, this is just like the grandmotherly. I just love this woman." And she's like, "Oh, thank you so much."
I can't wait for the punchline.
And we're walking out to her car, and just all of a sudden she goes, "And you know what? I just can't stand the Negroes." And I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
What happened? What is this?"
Yeah. Welcome
I
to
thought she was gonna
Texas.
say. I thought she was gonna say, yeah. So, do you want to come home and fuck me?
Oh my god! When I
All right, well, hey
used to
guys.
carry it.
Before, hold on. Before you do that, Miss Snarky, I just want to say I was gonna leave, so I'll talk to y'all guys later.
I'm gonna have to.
Good having you.
Oh, you take care, sweetie.
Have a good night.
Bye, frustrated.
Y'all too.
Yeah. So
Bye.
see, I've insulted
Frustrated.
Texas. I've
Frustrated.
insulted.
This one's for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I win.
If we can't boot him, we can mute him.
Your buddy, love you, mate.
Yeah. Let's see. I've insulted the Aussies. I've insulted the English. I've insulted the Canadians. I've insulted Texas. I haven't insulted Iowa yet. So yeah, here's my Iowa accent.
Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa. Not Iowa. It's Iowa. Here it is.
That's your Iowa accent.
Well,
Jen.
you know, over there's my sister, and boy, she looks hot. I'm just an inbred Iowan.
They don't sound like that at all.
Why would we know?
You're thinking Mississippi.
In Iowa, it's all relative, so you know.
No. Why would we sound more southern than you? You're farther south than we are.
I honestly don't really know. You're the only person I know who lives in Iowa. I don't know anyone else who does. So yeah, and I don't want to try to impersonate you because I actually want to sound like I have some brains.
They say the word roof weird. They say roof.
Yeah, it's the roof.
It's roof.
It's roof.
God damn it now.
It's roof.
I said it's a roof.
You put a roof over your head so you can keep dry. That is a Midwesterner thing. Right?
Put a roof over your head and the dog goes roof.
Yeah.
You said roof. What the fuck?
Now, a great aunt of mine lived in Clinton, Iowa.
Oh yeah.
Where is Clinton relative to you?
Let me check. I'm pretty sure I know where it is.
I voted for Clinton.
I've got to drop off.
I believe that's the big brother.
Okay, Don.
Okay. See you in a bit.
Bye.
Okay, you be good, Don.
So Clinton is basically right above the nostril of Iowa. If you look at Iowa, it kind of looks like a face.
Yeah.
And so Clinton, Iowa is right above the nostril zone. I live right about the mid neck zone of the face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Clinton is about 500 miles away. 400, like the way the crow flies, probably just like 300, but to get there it would be like 500.
Now, why is this?
I will
maybe
say
not
this,
five. Maybe it
though.
would be more like 300. More like 300. Yeah.
I
don't know.
I know why this is doing what it's doing. Yeah, because of all the cycles. Yeah, okay, I got you. Got you right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Why is Mrs. Snarky be right back? She's got to poop now. Everybody's got to poop. Everybody's leaving to poop. Not your witness.
Yeah, that was my that was Aunt Mary. That was Bobka's sister.
Yeah.
Lived on a farm out there.
I will say one good thing about Iowa, though. At least it has. At least it's only good if there is 76 trombones involved. It's the only time it's good.
I would agree with that. Do you know what's great about Kansas? You can completely circumvent it on any highway system.
Fuck you. We got the biggest ball of twine in the world.
Oh, wow. That's been a big draw for the last 30 years.
Hey, it's something. What do you got?
We got the butter cow. We got the corn palace. We've got all kinds of stuff.
We got the Oz Museum.
Well,
and we got Oz.
I'm pretty sure that I would be flying right over both of y'all states.
Right.
You know what, Nacho? You know that you would come and visit me.
I could probably go for a half an hour drive and be past both of your states without even realizing I went through them.
No, it's about 8 hours.
I'm exaggerating.
Yeah, I was like, see, Iowa, you can just get through. No one cares about it.
Don't let me.
No. Iowa is beautiful, rolling country, Nacha. There's hills, there's forests, there's all kinds of things to see. Kansas is flat as shit.
No.
They have their hills. Their hills are like a little bump in the highway.
No. There is a thing called the Flint Hills around here, and they are hills.
Now, see, I know for a fact that Kansas is flatter than a pancake.
No, it isn't.
Well, the hills are the wheat stalks that fell over.
West of me is flat.
Cap? It's actually true, because if you go down on a level and to compare the surface of the pancake to a surface of the Earth, basically the pancake is just completely rigid in every way. Like there is no sense of flat, and that is why it is technically that the whole Earth is flatter than a pancake.
Yeah, it's but yeah, west of me is where it's flat. West of me is where it's flat, and I'm in the Flint Hills. There's a reason it's called Flint Hills.
Yes. Let's just look at this. Here are the Flint Hills. I will share my screen.
I gotta see this.
I also want to say that hills aren't mountains.
But at least our hills are alive with the sound of music.
Those are the Flint Hills.
No, that's
those look like hills. It's not the Flint Hills. I looked it up on Google. That's the Flint Hills.
I will show you some Flint Hills.
Those aren't hills. Those are just little bitty
They're not even freaking road bumps.
Yeah.
They're not even speed bumps on the road, man.
I will find
hills.
You can't even go 4-being out there.
Yeah. I will get a picture next time I go to Manhattan. I will take a picture of some nice hills out here.
Okay. Hey, look. Infinity screen.
I was trying to stop. I think I stopped it there. Okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
I'm going to stop presenting you. Okay, we're fine. No, I grew up in Northeast Ohio. You want flat? It was great for bicycling. Yeah, that was one of the things when I bought my bike out here. Is like, you Pennsylvanians, you have these things called hills.
Here, I'm going to screen share. I will show you some hills.
Cap is so butthurt over this.
We got hills.
That's not even a hill. I see no hill there.
Right there in the hill.
That's not even a hill.
That's an Indian burial mound, isn't it?
You also have this here, which has hills.
Those aren't hills.
That's not even hills. Those
are hills.
Like
Jack, you will side with me, right?
Cap, have you never actually seen a hill?
Yes, I have.
I've seen
Iowa,
Burns in a motocross track.
No, it's not.
It's not flat here, and so yeah, I lived in Arkansas, so you want to see hills.
Yeah, Arkansas has some hills. That's why they're called hillbillies out there.
They're mountains, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said
mean,
before. Like,
we also have
biggest-
mountains here in
That's not
Kansas
a
too.
hill.
Oh,
Unlike what Iowa.
Are they plateaus?
No, they're actual mountains.
Oh, they have plateaus in Oklahoma. It's pretty.
Well, with where Kansas is, it's right on the. I mean, you get like you can't really tell they're mountains, but they are actually mountains because
You can't tell that they're
can't tell that
they're small. They're part of the Rocky Mountain chain. Okay, the Rocky Mountains literally cuts right on the border.
You're like there's a 6-inch difference between this piece of land and this land. That's why we call it a hill.
Hey,
I got some bad news.
Okay, all right. I will show you a picture of a mountain here in Kansas.
Hold on, Nacho, what was your bad news?
The highest natural point in Iowa is 1,670 feet. The highest natural point in Kansas is 4,039 feet above sea level. So that doesn't prove hills.
We're higher. Okay, this right here,
mountain. It doesn't prove you're.
That doesn't prove hills.
This right here that I'm screen sharing, this is Mount
point.
Sunflower. This is our mountain.
Your personal mountain.
Yeah, this is the mountain in Kansas. This is the tallest mountain in Kansas.
The stump.
And that's the thing. Kansas is much higher in elevation, but they're not.
I was getting to that.
Yeah.
I was going. Yeah. I had to Google the lowest altitude before I could do that, though.
Okay, you got to do this. You got to tell us.
So the lowest in Iowa, I think this is meant to be. Yeah, the lowest in Iowa is at 480 feet above sea level, compared to the 16.
Yeah.
So I say before 1670. I think I said. I've lost that number. And Kansas, the highest was 4,000 something.
Yeah.
And the lowest is also around 600.
So see, we got more, that proves we have more hills because we got the higher elevation. So you have to go up pretty high to get to the higher elevation.
Well, that's just probably the communal shit zones. They've built up over the years.
Hey.
Oh, there we
Kansas
go.
is higher than you, therefore we got more hills than you because we have a much different in elevation. So,
Matt, don't forget to tell me to check on the taquitos.
Don't forget to check on the taquitos.
Yeah, he did his job.
So
I'm mad at you.
Don't be mad at me.
Uh-oh.
Someone's getting in the doghouse tonight.
How do you switch your picture like that all the time?
A Manicam.
A what?
Manicam.
A Manicam.
Manicam.
Running it in the chat there. Free program. You just download and you set it up through the Hangouts, and yeah, it's like OBS where you can do the screen sharing, but it actually works through OBS through Hangouts.
Well, with that gift that you just shared, I'm going to share an unpopular opinion. I think that movie is shit.
Yeah.
Which movie?
Cool.
But it's what is it called? Dazed and Confused, isn't it?
Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Oh,
I just googled Stoner GIF, and almost all of them were from Dazed and Confused. So I was like, well, fair enough.
That movie was like the movie of the 90s kid.
You know how many times I had to hear that I look like the redheaded chick? Of course, I always look like any redheaded chick because redhead.
No.
You know what? That the person in the
say
background
this,
like Cap.
You do not look like my like any of my ex-girlfriends or my current girlfriend.
Yay!
Are they all redheads? Are they?
Yeah.
Are they all still alive? Because that's a little weird that they're all redheads and.
Now, Brony, this is a hill.
Yeah.
Yes.
I showed you a hill.
You showed us a freaking speed bump.
This is where I live. Not
Right.
exactly there, but close enough.
That's out east. That's
the south side of Pittsburgh.
yeah. I have and that's the here's the deal with the south side of Pittsburgh that's weird to me. Like you're in the main part of Pittsburgh and the streets are wide and just great. And then you get into the south side of Pittsburgh and it's like you're in a country town. The roads are tiny.
Yes.
Scary.
Yeah.
Very, very. Everything is packed close together, and you can see why.
I mean, it's a beautiful city, but it's it's not like what a lot of cities in around the U.S. because most cities around the U.S. don't go from like this is a major metropolitan area to this is a country grove kind of region, but it's very cool.
I don't mind it out here. Really, I don't. Well, I should hope not, because next Labor Day, not 2018, but Labor Day 2019, I will have lived here half my life.
See, my ex-wife was from Grafton, West Virginia. Do you know where that is?
Not offhand. I can look it up quickly, though. Grafton.
Yeah, and I've been through Pittsburgh. It's a very cool town, but I'm not one for elevation.
All my exes live in Texas.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing where Kansas will kick your butt. You might have hills, but yeah, run up our hills at our elevation. Yeah, you get winded.
So, this is an image of very, very close to where I live and the mountains around us.
Oh,
These
wow.
are,
Let me have a look.
rather
Let me have a
unique-
look. I need to look. And
unique mountains because they do
ooh,
stick up out of nowhere, and we're surrounded by a huge, like in the background, that's a massive crater from from what we understand, it was a meteor strike or some sort, because
Oh,
of the
that's very
massive
cool.
mountain ranges going all the way around in a circle.
okay. The crater, is that the brownish area
one
in
of them.
between the two
No,
large things?
these two large mountainous structures are in the middle of the crater. The
Yeah,
background
Okay,
mountains.
okay.
if you see
That's
Now,
the crater. That's the
Are
edge.
those plutons?
I
Are
don't
they
know
are
what
they
that means.
cores of ancient volcanoes?
Not from what we understand. No, it's not a volcanic area.
Okay.
So the best understanding is that it's some form of after effects of a meteor hitting this area.
Or
Or
Nacha,
meteor
is
or
that
whatever.
where the landmass that was blown into the atmosphere by the volcano that carried all the Australian animals
Yeah.
landed
There you
That's where it
go.
landed.
There you go. That's the way it works. Yes.
after the flood?
And then the one other one I wanted to quickly show,
Oh, let me put you back up then.
that's just a bit south.
Oh,
These are the
wow.
Australian Alps.
There's snow in Australia?
Beautiful.
Yeah, there's a lot of
You
snow
never
in
have thunk it,
Australia,
would you?
yes.
Like, I remember a movie that they made in the US. It never snows in Australia. I watched that as a kid. It was
Yeah, but the
about
whole
like it was like a
premise was a lie.
Christmas movie. It was like a Christmas movie, and these people were living in the outback, and this little girl just wanted snow for Christmas.
Oh,
And she just kept being told it never snows in Australia.
Now,
And
what's the
it snowed.
elevation there, Nutjaw?
Oh, I wouldn't know off the top of my head. I will.
Okay.
I will do a quick search though.
Well, not the
I
elevation
don't know.
off
Is
the
a
top of
fairly
your
is
head,
a
the
very
land.
acceptable answer.
Hey, well, what? Too many people talking, and I mixed both of them.
Oh, sorry. I said not the elevation off the top of your head, the elevation of the land.
Right.
Righto. Peaks. The only peaks exceeding 2,000 meters, 6,600 feet, are classified as the Australian Alps. So, what's the highest point? Ooh,
Oh, okay, Matt. I see where Grafton is. It's south of Morgantown.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's not all that far from here. Yeah.
No. I took a bus into Pittsburgh, and it was the scariest experience of my life. because we pulled in and I was supposed to catch another bus into West Virginia. And when I pulled in, my bus was pulling out. And I was like, when's the next bus? And they said it was the next morning. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? Well, you can get a cab to a hotel. And I was like, well, I don't have any money for a cab or a hotel. And they said, well, yeah, you don't want to be in this area after we close. And I'm like, when are you closing? In half an hour? I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die.
See, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm alive now. It definitely wasn't as scary as the Des Moines bus station. The Des Moines bus station is a fucking shithole filled with crackheads.
Are you sure you're alive?
I am.
How do you know?
Because you're making taquitos and you need to check them probably.
It could be like a dream. You could be a brain of that.
I could.
Yes, Cy.
See, why do we never get pictures of Australia that look like that? Every picture I've ever seen of Australia, it's a little green around the edges and nothing but desert.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, this picture is the yellow on, if you're looking on the YouTube, not the Hangouts.
Oh, is this a topographic map?
Yeah, this isn't a...
Well,
yeah, because most of that inland would be our... Yeah, this is... the yellow would be our mountain ranges. The Great Dividing Range.
So Australia is a shithole like they show us in the pictures.
Yeah, no, it mostly is. Once you get on on the inland side of the mountain range there, it's all arid land, basically.
Okay. I thought your country
everybody lives
better than it was. I'm sorry.
Pretty much everybody lives on the coast side of the mountain range.
Where's Brisbane at?
Don't know. There is no Brisbane here.
You know what I'm talking about. It looks like Brisbane. It's spelled like Brisbane. It's Brisbane.
Okay, well, so roughly on the easternmost side of, you can see where the mountain range is, and then you sort of have a little bit of inland bit on the most eastern side, somewhere around there. Probably a little bit north.
Is it on that cat ear that you've got in the northeast, or am I having it wrong? That point.
No, it's like on that side, on that coast, but it's further down.
Oh,
it's closer to the part of the land that sticks out the most in the on the east side of the picture.
Oh, that bulge that's a little bit south of that point. Gotcha.
Close to there, and then you'd go up a little bit, like maybe just past the cusp of that first little bit of yellow, and you can see a little bit of an island sticking off the side somewhere around there, I'm guessing.
All right, I was just wondering, so I know kind of where. Oh boy, that's gonna. Wow. I'm just thinking about, how it's gonna work with trying to talk. Like if I try to talk with my girlfriend or something, because I'll be so freaking far ahead time wise, gonna be freaking insane.
I thought your girlfriend was in Maryland.
Yeah, but I could be living out in Australia. I could be crashing Australia for about a couple months. Don't worry, I'll make sure to remind everyone they're Kiwis. That should be safe there, right? I should be safe.
Not survive to come back home.
Like we don't.
You will end up another limited statistic.
How are you going to end up in Australia for a couple of months?
If everything goes right, studying abroad. I'm at K-State.
Oh.
What is your girlfriend going to have to say about that?
We're still kind of talking it out.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be studying abroad, she might have something to say about that.
I was... You know damn well what I meant by that. That's not what I'm not supposed to see my words.
News: Johnson sends some free abroad. Wild party picks at 11.
Approximately what region are you in, Nacha?
Around where I would be, so
You're around the eyeball.
Yeah, I know. I just realized I just changed the picture, so I'm trying to quickly go back to the other picture. Oh God, I can't remember what it was named, so I literally have to go.
Well, you're in either the eyeball or the nose region. It's arid near the brow.
This isn't the same picture, but it'll work. It'll probably help locate me as well. So the bottom of the yellow is my state, Queensland. The furthest to the southeast is where Brisbane is.
Brisbane.
So
even this American knows it's Brisbane, for fuck's sake.
Where did you say you're
not gonna survive when you move here. You know that.
He's gonna be murdered by a group of Australians.
I'll make sure I remind him that should keep me safe, right? Calling a Aussie a Kiwi, that definitely shouldn't.
Oh God, don't do that! Don't, please, Cap, don't do it in Australia. I say it here. If Nacho was here, he would probably kill me.
Nacho will protect me.
No, I won't.
No.
So Fred, you are.
There you have it, straight from the Aussie's mouth.
Okay,
no, but
okay.
Let's be quite realistic here. If your mate is gonna jump into a lion's den, you tell your mate not to jump into the lion's den. But if they do it anyway, don't expect me to jump in with you.
Yeah.
I won't call Kiwis, I promise.
I
have a good friend who lives in Brisbane, and
it's Brisbane.
Whatever. See, they don't know how I pronounce it.
Jan,
I think you have an imaginary friend.
Yeah. Oh no, they're a real friend.
Oh.
I've got Twin Peaks under my shirt. Jesus Christ, Jen.
I was gonna say I don't get the point of this picture, Nacho, because whereas yes, maybe it's bigger than Texas, but how much of that is livable area really?
And how much of it contains? How much of it is without things that will kill you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, like Texas, everything could probably kill you out there.
You
no, it's all livable. Because I used to live out right in the middle of the state, like quite literally, if you pinpoint the center of that state, that's roughly where I lived. And now I'm down in that corner, bottom right corner.
Yeah. Wait, Sue, are you in Australia?
Sue is.
Oh, okay.
Sue mentioned the chats.
Yeah.
Hey, Jen with one N, check your DM if you want to come in. Fine.
And Sue, hopefully, I'm just giving Nacho a hard time about it. I know it's Brisbane. I actually said Brisbane earlier, so I've just been running with the gag. I do know it's Brisbane.
He's not. He wants to have a welcoming committee at the airport. Waiting.
I am okay without the welcoming committee. See, I don't need people to know I'm showing up in case they come across my name here on this stream and I don't get my ass kicked. I mean, this is all I know in Australian. Crikey, mate. Good day.
That's okay, Jen.
Crikey. Good day.
You're always welcome, Jen.
There you go. That's the best I got.
Nacho.
If it quiets down by the time
you can do better than that.
In, I mean, am I going to be here for another 8 hours? I don't know if this headset's going to last that long.
Yeah, the only other phrase I know is this one. What a Sheila. There you go.
Yeah, that's very old school though.
I only know that phrase because of freaking Scooby-Doo and the Legend of the Vampire.
Now, Jen with one N, you say New York sucks. Is that the entire state or is that just NYC?
Nacho.
Yeah.
With, the hole in the ozone layer, I would have thought that Steve Irwin would already know how dangerous rays were.
Oh, okay. Hey. Thank you. I will let them hate you. I will let them hate on you for that.
You can take the heat off. See, that's Steve. We joke about Steve Irwin now. Like that's we still love him to death, but we'll joke about that. Call us a Kiwi.
Okay, so the entire state sucks rocks.
Oh, calling you a Kiwi is a no-no, right?
Yeah, that ends friendships. Haven't you realised that's why me and Don aren't mates anymore?
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll make sure I don't call you a Kiwi anymore. I'll just make sure I wear the Kiwi soccer jersey when I show up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that should be a lot of friends there, right?
I'll get my Canadian hockey stuff on for you.
Go ahead, I don't care. Just as long as it's not the freaking Canucks. If it's the Canucks, I'm ripping that jersey off of you and burning it right in front of you.
You do know, Cap, why that's such an insult to Australians? Because calling them a Kiwi is implying that they have class and intelligence.
Yeah, I forgot. We are talking about Australia.
No dangerous animals. It's calling us pussies because there's no dangerous animals on their little islands.
See, you guys just act all big and tough. I bet you that the moment, a freaking koala bear attacks, tries to take a swipe at you, you start running and screaming.
There's no such thing as a koala bear, mate.
Yeah, there is.
Drop bear will fuck you up, though.
Drop bears are an urban legend and not real.
But there really is no such thing as a koala bear.
No, there's no such thing as a koala bear.
They're just
There's a koala.
Koala bear. I don't care.
That's like when a Christian creates a straw man about an atheist. It's that far devoid, and you just go, well, this guy's just an idiot.
I like that too.
Like that. Yeah, but you know what I meant, Nacha. You know I meant a koala. Koala bear, koala, same damn thing.
I'm just paying you out, man.
They're not even bears, for fuck's sake. They're marsupials, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I thought
a prairie dog is not a dog. It's called prairie dog.
Well, that's because the people that named it didn't know what the hell they were talking about. That's all.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
I think the person who named it, I think they were originally named in Kansas, so yeah, whatever.
It wouldn't surprise me if that was the same deal with the koala. I wouldn't be surprised if originally they called it the koala bear until they learned better. And that's why it's stuck. That would not surprise me.
I've always heard koala bear, so yeah.
Yeah, it's what everyone says.
Yeah.
But it's just wrong.
We're experts in koalas in Kansas and Iowa.
Yeah, it reminds me of a line from Star Trek where Amanda mentions that her son Spock had a teddy bear, and McCoy's a teddy bear. Doctor, on Vulcan, the teddy bears are alive and have fangs. It's kind of describing a koala. You don't want to piss one off.
Yeah. But at least I do know this: drop bears are not real. I'm safe from them.
What the hell is a drop bear?
Go camping.
Urban legend that they have to try and scare tourists.
Tourists? No way. Tourists don't care. It's people going camping, and mainly only the Aussies are ballsy enough to go camping.
I'll go camping out in the outback. I ain't scared.
I thought you didn't like. I thought you didn't
Famous
like
last words.
And, yeah.
What?
I swear to God, if a drop bear gets you, don't come screaming at me.
See, I'm gonna take you, and I'm gonna use you as bait in case something other than a drop bear shows up, because drop bears are not real.
But I know how to get away from our animals. You don't. So you think you're going to be using me as bait?
All right, I'm going to keep an eye on you, and you will lead me out of any situation I might end up getting stuck in.
I'll teach you how to do some croc wrestling.
No thanks. I like my arms attached.
Yeah, they'll stay attached. You just might
barely
get eaten.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Why?
Wind up in a barrel if you go camping in South Australia.
Yeah.
Please, Cap, don't go camping in Australia.
One. Why not? I'll do it. No, here's the question. Here's the question. If I do that, am I brave or stupid?
I think you may have answered your own question.
I'm brave then.
Not exactly what I had in mind.
Well, there were two options, so you said I answered, so that means I get to pick the answer.
Yeah, but you see, one would be inclined to think oneself brave. So if one is asking the question, brave or stupid,
I was asking Notch's opinion. I know I'm brave. I ain't scared of anything.
I'd say both. And it depends where you're camping, really.
See, Cap, fear is natural and good in a lot of situations.
Fear's for the weak. Only the weak-minded have fear.
No.
Because now I'm gonna probably piss the nerds off here, and I don't care. I've pissed everyone else off. Might as well piss them off too. What are they gonna do? Threaten me with math equations? Voice out.
Cricket.
All right, Jen, with one
Fear
hand.
is the path to the dark side.
Slowly I turn, step by step. Anyway.
Fear is the path to the dark side.
Yes, it was.
Yes, I knew it.
Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. I'm not scared of a dingo. I have big dogs. I can handle them.
Oh my God.
I've seen dingoes.
Do we
They're
have
cute and cuddly.
a new person here? Is she from Austin? I don't know if I know you.
Yeah. See, dingoes are cute and cuddly looking, and they can't be that dangerous.
I mean, come on in for the fun if you want to.
Did the dingo eat your cap?
I'm okay with that. I got plenty of others.
Yes, I am showing my age, Sue.
Well, I got the reference.
16 weeks older than Sputnik, and damn proud of every minute of it.
So you came into this world before the Russians went out of it.
Yeah. When I was born, the only satellite orbiting the Earth was the moon.
Yep.
Or is that what they want you to believe?
Yeah. Yeah, the lies. You were placed here to deceive us. I see how it is.
They're always doing that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's really, when you think about it, that's why the whole space program thing took off like it did. I mean, Neil deGrasse Tyson spoke of this. They were doing all that stuff because they didn't want to die.
Yeah.
And, you know, once you had the dissolution of the Soviet Union, nobody was worried about that. And there went the program. So I don't know what's going to happen now.
Yeah.
We have a space force now.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, really, it was just a giant, it was basically a giant, dick measuring contest with Russia. We were like, oh, you put a satellite in space, we're gonna put a man on the moon. It was just, yeah, that's a lot of what that was.
I mean, there was a lot of good science that came out of it.
I'm not saying the science wasn't good. I mean, we did get a lot. I wasn't trying to dog on that. I was just like, but a lot of us going to the moon was, yeah, we were just trying to basically show off to Russia.
Well, as Borman said, saber rattling.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, we did get a lot of good stuff out of it. And so I'm not faulting them there. I mean, it's just like, but yeah, it was a dick measuring contest.
It was just sad that you had the 3 missions canceled because there were geologists that were to have gone to the moon with those missions. So Jack Schmitt would not have been the only one. The last 3 missions, I believe, 18, 19, and 20, were to have carried geologists. All right, Jen.
Yeah.
Lake Champlain. Let me think. Shepherd was recovered to Lake Champlain. Was your dad there for that?
Yeah, I was born 4 years before Lion King.
All right. Yeah, a dear friend of mine in the Facebook group Space Hipsters is the daughter of the lead helicopter pilot for those recoveries.
Wow.
Yeah, the lead helicopter was Wayne Coons. And he's got some Deb has some fantastic stories. She grew up around all these people. I mean, she personally knew every one of the astronauts. She personally knew every one of the flight directors. And those stories of the friendships and the little things are absolutely fantastic.
How do I make you feel old, Jen? I'm only 28.
I feel old. I mean, Lion King? Jeez.
Yeah, it was the only thing I could think of right off the top of my head.
Oh my God.
I mean, oh, what was it?
So, Sue was born in 1960.
One of my first really clear memories that I have, I was only 3 years old, and it was when the Challenger exploded. And because I was watching that on TV that day. And yeah, I remember that. What's truly horrifying to me about that is I've read that the explosion occurred while it was over water, but the explosion more than likely didn't kill them.
Right.
That
they died on impact.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Horrifying.
Yeah, Jen said grade 2 for her when it blew up and they were watching it in class. What was the one I want to say it was back in maybe up to mid 2000s.
It was 2004. I know what you're talking about because Mrs. Snarky and I were actually moving back from Texas when it happened.
Are you talking about Columbia?
We saw that there was there was flags flying at half staff, and we drove past like burning wreckage.
Yep. Because we were around Dallas at that time.
Yeah.
And going into Oklahoma.
Yeah,
I think Columbia was 2003.
Yeah, because I want to say I was in middle school because I remember we watched it come in.
Yeah.
That was on because that was on the news. It was flying in, so they were showing it, and then you see this ball of fire in the sky. There's no other way to put it. It's a ball of fire, and you just see parts breaking off, and it just they didn't leave that up very long.
Yeah.
And what really makes me angry is that it is very likely that those 14 people did not have to die.
Yeah. It was it was an issue with the on takeoff. Some of the heat shields hit and knocked enough off that it just was not enough to deflect the heat from reentry.
And that was right after they had made a change in the shielding. They had gone from tiles to reinforced carbon, and had not really looked into the possibility that something was going to punch a hole in it.
Yeah.
And then with Challenger, Challenger, it was too fucking cold when they launched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot that, went wrong with that alone. I remember watching I don't remember which one it was, but the when John Glenn went back into space. I remember watching that launch.
Yeah, I don't remember which mission number that was, but yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And of course that was a big hoopla because he was really old when he went back in, and that was still pretty awesome.
He was in his 70s, yes.
Yeah, I thought he was like 60. I could be wrong though. I thought it was like late 60s.
Yeah, let me look just for the heck of it because
I'm not sure. I could easily be wrong. On that. I'm not sure how old he was. I just remember he was the oldest person to go into space when he did that.
Yeah, he beat Deke out for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, STS-95, October 1998.
Yeah.
Are they going to have John's age, or am I going to have to? Oh, at age 77, Glenn became the oldest person to date to go to space.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I don't know why I was thinking he was like 68. Wow. I was off by like 9 years.
Because prior to that, the oldest. Oh no, I think prior to that, the oldest was Story Musgrave, who went up at 60. For the longest time, Deke Slayton was the oldest at 50. He was the one that was bumped from the flight line during the Mercury program. He was supposed to have flown after John Glenn, but the medics, the flight surgeons, said, "You've got this heart murmur, and we can't let you go." The problem is, they already knew he had it, and he was accepted into the astronaut program with it. Oh, he was pissed.
Oh, I don't blame him.
I think we should try to beat the record and send Trump into orbit.
Yeah, without a heat shield.
Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to be an astronaut. Then I found out how much work it is, and I found out later on, obviously after all that, I couldn't have done it even if I did want to do all that extra work to become an astronaut because of my medical background.
Well, there it was with me. I really, 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 really wanted to fly, but at that time, in order to be accepted into the astronaut corps, you had to have been a military test pilot. In order to have been a military test pilot, you needed 20/20 vision. Guess what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't either.
I was horribly nearsighted all my life.
Yeah, my dad tried to be a Harrier pilot, but he couldn't do it because his ears would pop from the pressure change, and that disqualified him. I had the same issue. Like even just in a small plane, when you get up high enough, my ears pop.
I'm lucky enough that doesn't happen to me because I was commuting to work via aircraft for about half a year. I lived in Cleveland, Ohio, and I worked in a small town near Spartanburg, South Carolina. And oh god, that was fun. I loved flying.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, the time I was on even just a small plane, it was fun. It's beautiful. But yeah, you can't see the curve of the Earth, so the Earth must be flat. Therefore, space is fake.
You're flat. Suck my balls.
Yeah. No, it's the Earth. Yeah, say
That's
it right.
what I said. The Earth flat. Suck my balls.
All right. Worked at Bell.
That's really cool that Jen with one end knew all these people. That's amazing.
What did I miss? Who does she know?
All kinds of people that, cool people.
Oh, yeah. I see.
She was talking about it.
I know a bunch of cool people too, but none of you guys have ever built anything that flew into space. You know, what can I tell you?
Yeah. I have.
I haven't.
I had gas one time really bad, and I ripped it and it shot something into space.
You know,
somehow that
I want someone to do the calculations on that. I want to know how much pressure would you need to produce in order to get enough liftoff from a fart to launch into space.
Cap, that's simple. You would need this much pressure.
Oh, come on. You can't tell me you aren't wondering that. Or maybe I'm just the only one with a weird enough mind to think that.
Oh no.
Oh no! What?
Oh shit. Oh,
What did you
fuck.
break?
I accidentally turned my monitor off, and then it all went away. Yep, there it's back.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Yeah, after you just got the new one.
Who? What? Where? How?
I was asking you, breaking your computer?
I almost did. Yes. My new monitor too. I was worried.
Oh shit.
I'm still getting used to where the buttons are, and it's like right where I put things. And so when I go to grab it, I bumped the button, and I got to get used to that.
My monitor for my new TV or for my new PC is a 32-inch TV, so that's going to be massive to me. I'm using a 16-inch laptop right now, or 15, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. No, I just updated mine not long ago too.
How do you do any artwork on that damn thing?
So good.
On the little computer that I have.
Yeah.
I work very slowly. When
I can halfway imagine.
Yeah, it's editing is such a pain.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, it's I mean, yeah, that's why I have my 32-inch, and I want to get a tower so I can use that for my monitor, and I could one sit back if I wanted to and just use it as like just to type papers on, or if I needed to and I was doing editing videos, I could actually see it, and it would be a lot easier to move around. Just there's so much you could do with it.
Now I've got a I think it's a 25 or 26-inch monitor, and what little artwork I do is difficult enough on this thing.
Yeah, I mean, it would be
the aspect and everything just to get everything, especially when I'm trying to do layer masks, where you're making a transparency behind something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just outlining what I want opaque. Oh God, I have to go through shit to do that. Someday I'll get a larger monitor. The problem is, it's getting to the point where the monitor is going to be almost as large as my desk.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a large. See, that's the thing is when I did drafting, I loved our computers at the school because we had two 20 I think it was 24-inch monitors each per station.
So you were double-headed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you almost need dual screen to do drafting. I mean,
yeah, I can imagine.
Because you have all your things on one screen that you need, and then you have your other documents and other documentation stuff on the other. So you can switch back and forth as needed. You can just kind of glance back and forth, and it's
Bob runs double-headed. A friend of mine who is a code monkey runs double-headed. I just don't have enough room to do that.
Yeah, I mean, when I get done, I want to do dual screen monitors for my own personal place, even if I'm not drafting much, just a dual screen because it's nice. You can do so much more with that setup.
Yeah.
I have dual screens at work, and there's no way I could go back. I had a single screen when I first started, and there's just no way I could go back to doing accounting work on one screen. It's just so
because then you don't have to. You can have like all your different programs on one side and another one on the other, and it's so easy to. You don't have to do a lot of switching back and forth, minimizing and opening up.
Eventually, I don't know if it's going to be this year or not. I'd like to build another machine because I'd like to have something dedicated toward video. The one I have right now, when I built it, I did not have video in mind at all.
Yeah.
I was just going to do general purpose and maybe some programming. And now when I'm trying to render videos, I mean, you can hear the fan is like, you can hear the damn thing down a block.
Yeah,
and I'm afraid I'm going to burn this thing up, and I don't want to do that because it's really the only decent machine I have. I have that shitty little laptop that I bought to take to Illinois with me, but it's around 8 or 9 years old by now. It doesn't have all that much power, and I can't do anything on it. And I certainly can't do video on it.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, yeah.
Well,
I need to pay some balances down, and maybe I can think about building another machine.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like to build my own machines because I think the last machines I bought, 2 pre-built machines I bought in '96.
Yeah.
All I can say is put out a call to the community, Lavender Lady, because I did, and there's no way I would have been able to put this PC together if it had just been me. It would have taken me at least 1.5 years to produce it all. Let people know that you're trying, and I'm sure somebody out there will help you out in some way.
I was doing some pricing for parts. Do you know about Newegg?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, with them, that's where I've got the components for virtually every machine I have built for the last 20 years. I was pricing components and everything, getting everything set up, and I was going to be looking at about $1,000 to build the next box. And that was before I was thinking of water cooling.
Well, do you need to completely do a brand new computer, or can you just upgrade what you have?
What I was thinking of doing was an entirely new computer and then run 2 machines. There was a time when I was running up to 4. But this one, one of the machines for general purpose, probably the one I'm using right now, just to browse the internet, receive email, and it was something I had seen on the floor, and there it is. Email and shit like that, and then do the heavy work on the new one.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of I would have to make sure that I would be putting out content at a reasonable rate and reasonable quality to make it worth it. I'm not at all confident in my ability.
You're great.
I want to say I can do it, but I want to see consistently doing it before I can believe it.
Well, I mean, I think you can do it. I mean, you're really smart and everything, so.
I mean, I've only got a few videos out right now, and it's sporadic. A lot of it because, well, shit, I was, spending a lot of time on live streams, and NCG takes up a lot of time. I'm not complaining, Dr. Jones. No, I'm not. I love you guys, and I love the show. But yeah, there are only 24 hours in a day.
Well, and that's where I've with my streaming, I've set aside streams on my channel for certain times of the week. I keep to those times if I can, and then I generally have about 3 days a week that I work on my videos that I won't appear in other streams. It sucks having to say no at times. But
yeah, and it's something I find hard to do.
But you got to get to the point where you can just say, I have a workload that I need to get done, and there's no way I can do that.
And then the other thing I've got to do is get to the point where I can write a script in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not running at full speed, and I know it. It's just that I never learned how to do that. I never paid attention in English writing class when I was in high school. and I probably should have.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I paid attention. I just suck at it.
I could probably help you out. I could probably help you out just to give you some basics on the script writing and how to approach each topic, just in a simple sort of formula that will help you. Even if you don't want to necessarily write a whole script, you could at least have points to reference, and you would be able to present it off the cuff. Because you do have enough knowledge that for a lot of the things that you might want to cover, you might not need a script in the first, or not a full script sort of thing, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm working toward, to where I can just have the outline and the citations, reading from whatever I need to read from.
I'm happy to help you out, eh?
Now that's the other interesting thing is, when you start researching, can that be labor intensive?
Oh yeah.
I mean, especially when you do it. I know I'm nowhere near as good as some people are, but even at my level, when you're starting to research, it's very time consuming. It's very labor intensive. Because you want to make sure that you've got it all right. You don't want dubious sources, for example, and then you want, before I use one source, I will have cross-checked 4.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Well, do you use Google Scholar?
Not yet. No, I need to. I need to learn how to use it and then actually use it. Can you actually get complete papers from them?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You won't be able to get all things, but you can get a lot of great information.
Because a lot of this stuff now, when I go looking for it, really all I can get are the abstracts, and that's not quite enough for me. I mean, you may only take from the abstract and put onto a video. You won't necessarily be putting materials and methods there, but that's something I want to see, so I know that the paper's applicable.
Yeah, I mean that's why, I mean, when I did my one biology video, the biology of sexuality, that one I made sure I had I tried to find one solid source for each point I was making, whether it be a technical paper or something. It was just, I wanted to make sure, I was in the right when I, said whatever I said.
And another thing that you can do is on the Discord, that a very, very popular YouTuber set up for other YouTubers. You know what I'm talking about.
Of course, yes. And I've actually spoken to a content creator for one of the videos, and he gave me some excellent help.
Yeah, there's the research assistance.
Right, and that's where that's where I contacted M, and I actually took a quote from him. I asked, do you mind if I quote this? He said, sure, no problem, and put it into the video, and he was a great help with that.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, you can use any of us. I mean, for help in any way you'd like.
Plus, I know he's a big sweetie.
Well, a lot of YouTubers that are younger are in college still, and will have credentials to access all of the academic sites.
Oh man, that's what I miss.
Yeah,
where they can get research papers, the full papers, and things like that.
I used to live in the research libraries when I was at school.
Yeah. But regardless, I want to speak for yourself when they say that that she can use us any way she wants for help. I'm not that easy.
We know you are, Cap. No, I was just gonna say. Also, not all universities will do this, but there are universities out there where you can pay a fee to their library, and it's not usually that much, where they'll let you have access to their research.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I get to K-State, while I'm there, if you need it, I can try and maybe help you research some stuff. If I have time and I'm not super busy, I can try and help you if you need it. I mean, Jackson Wheat, if you're doing anything biology wise, Jackson Wheat's a great help.
And I'm sure I'm going to be doing some of that. Now, the next couple of videos are going to be light on the primary research. Well, I'm going to be responding to SJ.
Yeah.
So you're really not going to need any great scientific research for her.
Yeah. Enjoy your sanity while you still have it.
Yeah.
I'm starting to lose mine, I think, from just a little bit I've done so far, and I still got plenty more to go.
Yeah, because the video I was going to make is very likely going to turn into 2.
Yeah.
I was going to answer the 11 questions, but remember now that Aaron Ra also answered the 11 questions, and SJ responded to him with 2 more. 2 of his responses she responded to. And it's fairly obvious at this point that SJ is really weak when it comes to backing up her arguments.
Oh,
yeah. I'm not going to let her go on that.
I hope you aren't just figuring that one out.
Well, no, I have had some some exposure to
She's
SJ.
a joke. She really is a joke. I mean, her arguments are really bad, and I mean, I haven't even done any research on on the points I make because her arguments are just so bad, so easily refuted. You don't even need to research them.
Yeah, because
they're so
when it boils
bad,
down to it, when it comes down to the end, SJ's argument is usually because God.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What I always say is research is for people that don't say fuck.
So hey, I say fuck and I'm not, and I research, so yeah.
So what I'm going to have to do though is I am going to have to tear into the epistles. I'm going to have to tear into the Gospels even further than I already have, because I want to present myself as thorough.
Yeah,
if you want to call it that.
Yeah,
I need to get you on for a Bible study, for a live stream Bible study.
Shit, that would be fun. Because I'm lucky enough that I work with Dr. Jones.
Yeah,
and I've learned a great deal from him.
Yeah, I will. I'll let you pick the topic that you want to talk on, and we can talk. We can go through it, read it verse by verse, and just have fun. If you've seen any of my other ones, just have fun poking fun at it, and showing why it's not that great.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff I look at right now is not so much poking holes just to poke holes.
Yeah.
When you look at the theology, the early Paul, it's very serious, but it's not what contemporary Christians think it is.
Yeah, like when I go through, I just look at it like, well, okay, what's wrong here? What are we looking at that's wrong? And I go through and like with the Cain and Abel, like the Genesis accounts, I go through and talk about the contradictions there, how they didn't work, and other things like that.
Well, that's easy, yeah.
I only made it up past the just past the flood. I think I'm on the Tower of Babel now. That's where I'm at with my Bible studies, I think.
Okay.
So I'm not super far in it. I mean, there's going to be parts where I'm going to be like, yeah, that's some good advice there. Follow that. That's bad. Like I point out why I say, okay, that's horrible. X, Y, and Z are why it's horrible. That's like, I just go through, look at what it says, very plain text reading, and I break it down from there.
That's
what I've been. That's kind of what I do. So if you're interested in that, you're more than welcome to come on for.
Because what I've learned lately, and I've gone on quite a bit myself from there, when you know something about the history of the first century Jews, you're going to find out, or at least I've decided so far, I could be wrong. If someone wants to correct me, please do. But the time was a time of great stress. Social collapse was imminent. And these people were fearing the wrath of their God.
Yep.
And especially when they lost the temple and they lost the means to make their annual atonement sacrifices. It's okay, what do we do now? And the impression I'm getting is that's where the Jesus story came from. The vicarious redemption.
Yeah.
That was simply scapegoating. So you substitute your God.
It's a straight up reference to the goat sacrifice of
Scapegoat. Yeah.
Crap, what was it? Yom Kippur. I said that thing
Yes.
for a minute of the festival. Yeah, I mean that's what Jesus is. It's the scapegoat of Yom Kippur that you put all the sins on and sent basically into the wilderness. That's what Jesus is.
And
Very much
then
so.
once you realize that, you also find out that the work of Christianity was done and completed in the first century. These people had no conception that we were even going to exist.
Yeah.
Because they thought the world was going to end.
Yeah, because this generation shall not pass until upon my return. Or
Hello?
no, yeah, something like that. But yeah, basically that generation will still be alive. So yeah.
Yeah, and then the church fathers had to scratch their arses and figure out what they were going to do by the time the second century rolled around, and all of those people were dead.
Yeah.
So now you have that whole sin thing going, and the contemporary sin.
There's a there's a lot
is that
on
what
there.
Nacho feels like right now?
There's a lot in there when you get into like the history that you can go and really dive into.
And it's fascinating.
Oh yeah. I'm not anywhere close to getting to I'm not anywhere close to being able to go and actually do the New Testament. Yeah, I'm not even close to the New Testament, but I'm
hang around Dr. Jones for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I disagree with him on a few things.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, as far as like time frame, I'm not going to be anywhere close to it because I'm still in beginning of Genesis. So I'm trying to go in order as much as I can, unless I have like a guest on, then I let them pick. Like when Black Sofa came on, we did the Mark of the Beast. What is that, Revelation 13 or whatever it is?
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that together.
That might well have been referring to Nero.
Yeah, we talked about how it was Nero and Caligula, I believe, is the other one, or Constantine, one of the two. Because it was the 616 and the 666.
Well, Constantine was 4th century, right?
Yeah, so it would have been Caligula. Who was that? There was another one that it started with a C.
Well, there was Caligula.
Yeah, I think Caligula was the 616 and Nero was the 666.
I'm going to find out.
I think. I can't remember, but yeah, we talked about that. And we talked about like the beast and what it was and kind of the points that was.
Wait a minute. Okay, Nero became Aaron's successor to Claudius. What do we have?
Yeah,
I'm looking for a successor.
But yeah, that was
7 after Nero. Yeah, Wikipedia is your friend, definitely.
Yeah, but there's a lot of like I said, I don't remember which one it was, but there's two numbers, 616 and 666 are the two numbers, and each one corresponds to a different emperor.
Well, I think it's isn't that through the numerology of the name?
Yeah.
Not the dates.
Yeah, that's why I think it was Caligula and Nero.
Well, Caligula was emperor. Let me see.
Here, because I'm pretty sure 666 is Nero.
Because you had Caligula, he was emperor from where am I at? Trying to find it.
Oh, here we go. No, wait, that's the preceded by Roman Republic, followed by the year of the 4 emperors.
He was Roman emperor from 37 to 41.
Yeah, it might have.
Yeah, that's so. Caligula is 2 emperors prior to Nero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have his date. Nero's dates is 54 to 68. So, okay, Nero would be dead by the time the temple was raised.
Wow.
Yeah, cause I know Nero was one, and I'm almost sure Caligula was the other one.
Well, there was Claudius.
Maybe it was
Caligula, Claudius, Nero.
Maybe it was Claudius. Who was 616. So yeah. But yeah, there were two emperors that the numbers were based on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was Claudius with the other one, because one was a C.
Okay,
wasn't Caligula the one who tried to appoint his horse to the Senate? Wasn't that Caligula?
Sounds right.
Yeah, he was.
I remember that. He was crazy.
Attacked the sea.
Yeah.
He was going to war with Poseidon, or it's not Poseidon, in
Neptune.
Neptune. He was going to war with Neptune.
Yeah.
Now, the siege of Jerusalem was headed up by Titus.
Yeah. But yeah, those are the two numbers because they correspond to different emperors.
But the thing is, it's written so vaguely that it can fit into any age, any scenario that you want.
Right.
Yeah.
It's been used throughout history. Every single person that has come to power since the book of Revelations was written has been the Antichrist.
Mm-hmm.
Every single new technology that everybody wants has been compared to the mark of the beast, whether that's radio or TV or cell phones or the internet.
Yeah, was it Pope Benedict supposed to be the Antichrist, or one of them? Like their name fit and that, and it's like, oh yeah.
Well, he came pretty close. I mean, God, was he a dick?
But my grandfather used to tell me how his parents were positive that radio was going to be the mark of the beast because everybody had to have a radio to be any kind of status. And so it was...
And now look at it. Everyone has a radio, and we're still waiting on the freaking beast. Yeah, we talked about like when me and Black Silver was on. I mean, it was very good. We talked about the the beast and what each thing meant. We tried to kind of decode it a little bit, which was fun.
Well, that whole book is just a bad acid trip.
Yeah, that's why I called it. I think I actually titled it the thing as actually John on Acid, Saturday Seminary, John on Acid. I think he's actually what I called it.
A armchair theologian with whom I'm familiar, he's also worked with Dr. Jones, a man by the name of Michael Hardin, once said, and I love this, why is the weirdest book of the Bible the foundation of Christian theology?
It's a good question.
Yeah, good question.
The two weirdest, because you go with Revelation and Genesis, is the foundation of most Christian theology.
Yeah.
They'll use.
Yeah, it's because I remember reading Revelation, and I mean, I'm like, okay, this all fit here, but it's so freaking vague, it can fit anywhere. And I actually remember going through and I wrote down all the points. This was back even when I was still a Christian, and oddly enough, it didn't shake my quote unquote shake my faith, but it did make me question a little bit. I'm like, oh no, God knows what he's doing. But I went back and looked at all major conflicts: World War II, Civil War, Revolutionary War, French Revolution, things like that. And I'm like, yeah, check. Well, that was the end times. Check. Well, that was the end times. Check. That was the end times. Like everything fit in the end times.
They might as well said the signs of the times will be there will be air in the air. There will be storms and seasons.
Yeah, there will be wars and rumors of wars. Well, what the?
There have been quite a few of those in the last 20 centuries.
Men will be gaseous, and women will complain.
Now you're starting to sound like Jordan.
I don't know. Mrs. Snarky isn't complaining, so I think your prophecy failed.
Oh no, she complains.
I complain.
I was trying to make. You're supposed to agree with me to make his prophecy fail.
My prophecy is undeniable.
The prophecy has been fulfilled.
Oh, no. If you say the prophecy, you got to say it right. You got to say it like this: the prophecy. And if anybody knows what that is, I applaud you.
I've seen the clips.
Yes. Dark Crystal.
One day a man will fly to Australia and be killed for calling people Kiwis. This will be the sign of the end time.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm smart enough to call them Kiwis online when they can't hit me, like Nacha. See, am
but
fine
they have
with that.
long memories.
But if I go to Australia, I'm not gonna call them a Kiwi out there. You think I'm stupid? I'm not suicidal.
Cap, do you think they have anything to do? Like every Australian is going to watch this stream and hear you call them Kiwis. They're all going to be there. All 30 Australians are going to be there.
That is where I'm smart. I don't have my camera enabled. They can't see me.
So
they
if
can
you want
hear
to see
you.
Who this guy looks like, just go to my stream where he showed his face the whole time. And then you can totally tell who it is when he gets off the plane.
That was a twin of mine, and they stole my computer. That was not me. Plausible deniability.
I want you to feed a bunch of koalas meth and set them free on Cap when he gets there.
You know, I do have England as another option where I could go. Although I've kind of already made them mad with the old pip cheerio, governor.
I was gonna say, Demi
heard that
would come and rip you to pieces.
Who?
Demi.
Demi's nice. She won't do that to me. She likes me.
You have confidence.
No. I'm just too stupid to know when I beat.
Now you got it, hon.
Hey, but at least I admit it.
Shitsky.
I haven't.
But I really want. Fuck off, Ireland.
You're so mean.
Fuck off. Yeah.
I swear we have to drag Cirrus in here and get Cap from two sides.
Oh no. Cirrus likes me. He hates Iowan.
That's always been Cap's dream, to be taken from two sides.
No, sorry.
And then there is this cat.
Cat's like, you have not paid any attention to me all day.
Well, you heard her, right?
Yeah.
Has
she gotten through her?
Yeah, she's out. She's out of the cycle right now.
That's good.
So I'll have maybe about 2 weeks of peace.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, we will take care of that, honey. One of these days.
No,
we really will.
If I go to Australia, I want to go see Uluru. If I do, I would love to visit there.
Yeah. Okay.
No, is Nacha still alive?
I don't know.
Difficult to tell.
It's only Nacha.
I think Nacha's died.
Nacha, good morning.
The bears got him.
Live, damn you, live.
Life. Give my creation life.
Nacha, we're talking about you, and you're in the chat talking. I don't know what's wrong. Okay.
Is he asleep?
He might be.
I'm about to
Oh, I know.
Yeah, speaking of which, I'm gonna have to get off of here because I've got to go to bed. I'm dying.
You and I both. It's like midnight here.
Yeah, it's only 11:30. GI, come on, you little weakling.
tired.
No, we
Cap.
don't hear you, Nacha.
Being in a stream with you for several hours, Cap, I feel like I've been up for 48 hours.
See, I don't know. I'm not that bad. I'm nice. I play. I have fun. I'm just
No,
a
Judge
nice
just dropped
person.
off.
Well,
Or did you boot him?
No, he left.
Well, we're gonna go to bed, y'all.
yes.
I think I'm
Alright.
going to do that as well.
What
Good
you know what you
night.
have to do? Wait. You have to boot Cap.
Oh yeah.
Oh, come
we have
on.
to do that, don't
Come
we?
on.
Right at the end.
Okay, no, you got to boot Nacha for that right there.
No, you got to boot Cap.
Yeah,
We've all
Nacho,
been
you just
awaiting
came
this.
back. This is kind of winding down here.
Yes, we're
Yeah,
waiting for her to boot Cap.
No, she's not going to do it. She won't do it.
You need to boot Cap. We promised them that he would be booted.
Now I have to find out where that happens.
You should be able to go right over the little box in the Hangout where it says Cat Brony. Click on the little arrow, and it should let you boot him.
I'm gonna look at the arrow. Oh yeah, I see it.
Oh, come on, play it on.
Can we do a countdown? Can we do it?
Okay, before I go, I have to say one thing. Am I allowed last words?
Of course you are.
Okay. All I can say is Nacha. Fuck off, Nacha. Fuck off.
I didn't even know you were going to start referring to
that. No real Aussie would be that mean. And Iowan, fuck off. It's Iowa. There you go.
Right,
I got my last word.
Wait. Okay, so
I love
10,
you.
9, 8, 7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boot him!
Boot Cap!
Boot Cap!
Oh,
we have to tell Cy Strike we actually did this.
We did it! We may not have made it to the moon tonight, but we booted Cap.
Oh my God, she's such a sweetie. All of you guys are such sweeties. It's amazing.
We love you too. And this has been awesome. Congratulations on 100 and hopefully many more.
Yes.
Hopefully. And thank you for being here. Sincerely.
Mwah. Good night, sweetheart.
Night, honey. You be good.
I'll be good at it.
Yeah, Matt will make sure of that, right?
Yeah.
He'll whoop me into shape.
Ooh.
She might have a spanking coming, but good night, everybody. Love you.
Night, hon.
Y'all.
You take care. Take care, Nutjaw. You be good.
Okie doke. Catch ya.
Yay. And okay, folks.
You still.
I guess that's pretty much the end of it. So all of you out there, take care.